Hi, my name is Joel Chaney and I work for CREATIVenergie, and we do biogas in Tanzania. Well, we've been working for the last couple of years in biogas projects, and we noticed that poorer farmers couldn't afford the capital, the upfront costs of installing a biogas digester. And so we've been thinking for a while about how we can overcome that and different models for doing that. And something that didn't seem to be being tried much in the sector was ways of distributing biogas. And so this is allowing us to try that and to look at the feasibility of it to see whether it's something worth investing more time and energy in. Well, we want to see biogas to be offered as a service, people to be able to just pay for the gas that they use and not have to worry about feeding digesters or maintaining digesters or repairing broken down digesters. It'd be great if people could just use biogas. So we want to just begin a conversation around this and just see if it has any mileage. And what we could envisage was you might have, like, every single biogas plant installed might come with these biogas distribution mechanisms so that people can share it with their neighbours, and then it means that this one biogas plant is actually impacting not just one family but several families, and so one asset is actually doing a lot more good, for example. And so people who wouldn't necessarily be able to afford access or couldn't have access because they couldn't practically have a biogas plant in their backyard for whatever reason, like cows, could then actually benefit from the technology. Well, at the moment, I think there's a lot of reinventing of the wheel going on. Like, for example, in the technology sector, which I also work in, I know it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of people power and a lot of mistakes to get a technology project, a digital technology product, for example, to work. The same with a hardware product. If you're developing like a biogas system, you have to do a lot of testing, a lot of trialing to get something to work well. What I'm really passionate about is beginning an open source movement in the clean cooking sector, where technology, components of technology perhaps, could be that are applicable in different parts of the cooking sector to be shared. So it could be, for example, like open source designs for all sorts of different things, from physical hardware like ethanol cooking stoves, through to improved biogas rice cookers, to electronic digital hardware for doing monitoring or other such things. If we can create a movement of the open source, which has happened so well in the software world, and do that in the clean cooking sector, then we could share a lot of learnings, a lot of the technology, and not keep reinventing the wheel, have a base to build on when we start new projects.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Joel.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.